Hey friends, Toshin here. I wanted to talk about a move that I've been doing in my writing practice recently, which is to create stubs. And this, of course, is associated with wikis and Wikipedia. That's where I first saw this, where there'd be sort of like placeholder articles or early stage articles on a wiki. And it'd be like, hey, this isn't a complete article, it's not finished, but there's a placeholder here and you can add to it or improve it. And I recently saw that Visa does this in a bunch of places where there's some idea that he has or thing he's on about that he just makes a blog post for and starts adding things to it. Maybe it's links or YouTube videos or initial notes, or he copies threads that he's written and it's sort of marked as a stub or an incomplete document that's in progress. And it's something that he'd like to finish in the future, but it's not complete yet. And to my mind, this is a really useful move for at least two reasons. One is it really lowers the requirements of what creating something valuable could be. I love to have really excellent, long, thorough blog posts on topics, and sometimes those take time, and it can be really useful to just create a stub and say, hey, I'm going to improve this over time, or I plan to or intend to, but in the meantime, I'm putting this out there. And also, to my mind, it also helps people sooner, that you can benefit someone sooner by collecting, curating resources or ideas in a way that they can use right away. And so I recently did this, for example, with a page that I created about asking for help. And I've been thinking a lot about asking for help. I'm still thinking a lot about asking for help. And I had some links that were really good and some different resources that I'd seen that were really valuable to me. And I want to write more about it in the future, but in the meantime, I wanted to start collecting those links and threads and ideas and tweets and put them together so that they can help people already. And people shouldn't need to wait for me to finish what is happening to finish the post in order to benefit from it. So yeah, I found this idea of creating a stub really useful. You can also, something that Visa does is he'll like mark with a date, days that he added something. He's like, oh, on this date, I added this bit. And I've started doing that even to finished blog posts that I've already published, where it's like, oh, I ended up having more to say about this and it's on the same topic. So I'm just going to add it, and I can mark it with a date that it was on such and such date that I added this thing. And that way it improves in value over time. So yeah, stubs and adding dates for specific sections are both really helpful moves that I've had recently for creating more content that's more valuable to more people sooner, which I'm all about it. I want to share what I've learned that's useful and make it available to people as soon as possible. And I think there's kind of a mind state of like school of, have you finished this paper and are you going to get a grade or whatever? And that just doesn't make sense in the world. Like, yeah, it's good to finish things and it's good to be complete and it's good to make something you're proud of, but something can help someone sooner, then it's worth sharing sooner. And it's also just useful to create a placeholder of like, hey, I'm going towards creating this thing. I do that all the time with my writing. Like, yeah, I'm pretty likely to write about this at some point, and I'll start collecting notes and stuff in a Google Doc. But with some things, I might as well just create that publicly and work in public if it can benefit more people sooner. So yeah, this is an idea that's been helpful to me with my writing recently, definitely inspired by Visa and also Wikipedia, and I wanted to pass it on in case it's useful to other people. Okay, take care, friends.